So what's up, everybody? I got my designer gas station glasses on fleek today. Super fleek. Like crazy clout levels. But anyway, what's going on right now is, or what I wanted to talk to you about is, Chads again. And I like talking about Chads. And the reason I like talking about Chads is because it proves that, you don't have to be the hottest guy ever to get a girl. Or like, a lot of times you're in the better situations than most of the Chads. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. So, last night, or yesterday after work, I went to Union Square in New York and hung out with a bunch of dancers out there dancing. So, I danced, they danced, we had fun. So there was these two guys there, these older guys in their 30s, right? Now, these older guys had ripped bodies. One of them was a hip hop guy. He had tattoos. Looked like he was out of a hip hop music video. And the other guy was a very sensual guy into massages. And he really knew how to give massages. And, he would always give all the girls massages when they come around. And even that day, he walked up to one of the dancer girls and just climbed right behind her and gave her a massage, right? So fine, whatever, cool. But, right, when I first arrived there, right, they were just standing up on top of these steps, scoping out and peeping out girls, like just standing out looking at girls. And I was like, really, what's going on? So I was like, ooh, she's hella fine. Ooh, she's hella thick. Oh, baby, blah, blah, blah. Scoping out the girls. About to scam on cheese. Oh, that's a new word from San Francisco, California. Scamming on cheese means creepily hitting on somebody. So, yeah, they were getting ready to scam on some cheese, right? So, they're looking around and they're in their 30s, whatever. And we had a conversation, and I asked them, we started talking about it, and they said they haven't been with both of them haven't been with a girl in a couple of years. And when they were with girls, it was like a quick fling. Maybe they would hook up for like a night and then never see the girl again, or the girl wouldn't want to talk to them. That being said, right, the girls that they hooked up with for that night, they weren't girls they met at a club for one night, and they weren't girls that they met doing street game. It was girls that they had known for a while and they consistently hung out with at Union Square. And I guess the girls caught feelings for them and had sex with them, and then found out that the guys didn't really do anything and dumped them, right? Or whatever, right? So I'll get to that part. So, talking to these guys, these 30-year-old guys, and they said that, okay, so when we were younger, yeah, all the girls would be honest because we're young and hot, and it's cute to like, it's cute to like hang out at the park and dance and get attention when you're younger. But when you get up into your late 20s and early 30s, it starts getting harder to find a woman because, they want somebody going for them. They want a guy that's working. They want a guy that's doing something other than like hanging out at the park. They want a guy with ambition, and you really got to think about that. And, the guy that does massages, he's a freelance masseuse. See, he goes around and gives massages, but he really doesn't make that much money. And he has high prices because he depends on getting like one good client. He can't depend on, he can't depend on getting multiple good clients. He depends on getting one good client because, he can basically, there's not that many people who are going to demand massage services a day. So I think he still lives at home with his mom. And the other guy I don't know. Like, I talked to him, and he doesn't work. He just has a thing out in the park. He just dances out in the park. And I forgot. I think he takes care of a family member. I forgot. But the point is, right? They don't do anything. They're not about anything. They have no ambition, you know, and they're not getting girls. So if you really think about it, right? If you really think about it, most of you guys could be a step above the Chads. You know what I'm saying? Like, even those hot Chads aren't getting anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they're not doing anything. So you have to take that into account and think about that, right? What are you doing with your life? You know what I'm saying? It's not just about looks. It's all-encompassing thing, right? And I think, like I always say on this channel, you get blinded by the booty, right? Because even this summer when I started hanging out with those Chads that are dancers, right? I was looking around them and be like, man, those guys are so cool because all of those guys have girls on their shoulders. And, you know, they have girlfriends. And they're getting hugged and stuff. And they look like they're loved and wanted. And then I was talking to the guys about it, you know, the two Chads in their 30s. And they were saying that most of those girls who come around are like friend zone girls, you know, that, you know, are flirty and lead the guys on, but they never do nothing with them. They just think it's cute to, they just like being around the cute dancers, but at the end of the day, they're not going out with none of them. And the guys that are going out with the girls, he was telling me a lot of those guys, the relationships don't last because they don't do anything outside of hanging out at the park dancing, you know. So a lot of those relationships don't last unless the girl is a poor dancer herself who comes out and dances. Like, the relationships don't go nowhere because a lot of those people don't have ambition. And he said, like, yeah, once in a while you'll know a girl for a while and then she'll hook up with you, but after that, you know, it's back to square one. So what are you jealous of? You know, what, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you be jealous of that, right? Yeah, sure, they hook up once in a while, but I mean, those girls aren't around after that. They're not doing anything with them after that, you know. So what are you jealous of? And you could say at least the Chads have something. And I'll give you the Chads have something, and a lot of you guys don't have anything. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, you have to understand that you can get something too. You can get more than that if you have ambition. If you dress nice, neat, cute, and clean, you know, get yourself a job, you know, have basic social funding to do stuff, you know, just learn social skills, have good manners. I mean, you could get something too. It's not that serious. So let's stop being jealous of the Chads, okay? Because they're not getting more than you, okay? So that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, I'll get back to you. All right, I'm out. Peace.